Hi guys, so quick story. I remember I used to be a very shy person. I mean, it was really bad. It was like really, really bad, right? I'd rather be in the background, nobody hearing my voice and stuff like that. I mean, if I were to speak to people, my legs would be shaky and wobbly and stuff like that. I mean, if I remember one of those times I was drumming in church, I was trying to learn to drum and stuff. And by the time I was done, trying to drum, I think, yeah, there was a time I was trying to play the piano in church as well. My legs were just shaky and stuff. Yeah, I remember one of those times growing up too, myself and my friends, we were going to, render a number, in one of the church programs. I wasn't one who brought the song, we rehearsed and stuff like that. And by the time we were going to, present, I was already, is agitated the word? I was already very, intimidated by the face of the crowd and all of that. And by the time we were done rendering the number, I mean, my legs were shaky, and it took the grace of God to get me off stage, right? So, but that marked the beginning of me breaking out of my shell and finding my voice and being able to speak to people, knowing fully well that I'm a person who is very, should I say idealistic? I don't know. I'm idea driven and I'm innovative. I like to see when we share ideas, I like to see it come to life, right? So, and I realized that if I'm going to see some of the ideas I have and some of the ideas we share with people of like minds come to life, I have to find my voice. I have to really be out there, be able to speak to people, be able to gather people together to get things done, right? So I had to force myself to begin to, because it was so bad that, I remember my parents always talking about, find your voice, don't let anything or anybody intimidate you. I mean, why should, the face of people intimidate you? You should be able to speak up and all of that and everything. Even at home, right? I think in a way it affected me because the way I speak, I'm having, I used to have this issue with my mom and my sister. We can't hear what you're saying. You speak up. So what I'm then sharing this is something like that happened recently. I was in a particular office to see someone, and about two officials of the organization. And while I was there, I realized my voice was low, and while speaking, they had to like strain their ears, and eventually had to like, young man, speak up, blah blah blah, and all of that. And it got to me. I was like, how did I get to this point again? I mean, why at that point I didn't realize that anything was intimidating me or I was feeling shy and stuff. I didn't realize until they said those things, and I was like, why do I need to be shy, for goodness sake? I'm coming to represent something or someone, and there was absolutely no reason for me to be shy, basically. And I just realized that sometimes, if we're not careful, timidity has a way of, just enveloping us. And one of the dangers of that is it makes people think of us less than who we really are. It doesn't make people see your worth and your value. It's only later when you then, show yourself really that people, so why have you always been hiding and stuff and things like that? And, I'm beginning to see kids, growing up and all of that for some reason also are losing their voice. They don't have a voice. They're shy, they're timid and all of that. They're not able to confront their fears, are intimidated easily. I mean, for goodness sake, nothing should intimidate you. Nothing absolutely should intimidate you. No one should intimidate you. Now, I'm not saying you should just be over vocal, overzealous and stuff like that, having no regard, for decorum and stuff like that. But finding your voice helps you to be able to confront anything and any fears, right? And, it makes people perceive you rightly, right? So, and thankfully I've been in positions and, places and, in settings where on structures that I've been able to, speak to people, express myself, lead initiatives and stuff, and that has really helped me, grow out of the shell. And sometimes when I'm speaking even to a large crowd, I have this way of, breaking the ice and stuff like that, and eventually gets to flow. I mean, I teach courses and stuff like that, so imagine I can't be shy doing those things, right? So And that has helped me a lot, right? God has really helped me. And Bible says that the righteous shall be as bold as a lion, right? So I realized that I have to be as bold as possible every time. I mean, the kind of person that I am, the kind of things I dream of doing, my purpose, my vision, timidity is not going to be a very good component of that. To forcefully break out of that. And it has been helping me. I mean, I'm speaking to you via video now. That's probably something inconceivable, from years back. And here we are today, right? So I just wanted to share this and, encourage someone, find your voice. Don't let anything, anyone, any situation intimidate you. Timidity is not a good component for success, right? So you have to break out of that shyness, out of that timidity. Find your voice and let your light, let it shine, right? So if you're somebody like me, or you've been somebody like me also used to be very shy, kindly just share with us how you broke out of timidity and how you found your voice.